Yo, yo, yo.
Yo. Yo.
Fix the microphone.
You said fix it?
The cover.
Oh, I thought you said taste the microphone. I was like, huh?
What the fuck?
What do you want me to
You
do?
guys,
Hey,
I didn't say that. Y'all
look.
heard me say fix the microphone. He's trying to taste shit over here. I don't know.
Look, we're going to put
Talk to
subtitles.
your boy.
We're going to put subtitles on the episode
Talk
so you
to
can
your
hear
boy.
exactly what Various said on that.
Talk to your boy.
Probably
I don't
not.
know.
Don't hold me to it, but.
Welcome back, everybody. We back with another episode of NtS T.V.
Welcome.
Episode 19, I believe.
Yeah.
Because 17 going to be posted. And then we got the other one for the other one. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we doing as a shout out Uncle Larry, but numbers.
Shouts out Uncle Larry. Right Path is dropped on YouTube.
Yes, everybody
Streaming
go run it up.
On all platforms in a couple days.
Yes.
Well, probably by the time it goes up, it'll be already up on Spotify,
Yes.
Pandora,
Apple Music.
YouTube, all the other
Anywhere you
websites.
can stream music.
TikTok, Instagram, all that. Y'all go stream that and go run it up and let us know what y'all think about that.
Yes, please. Feedback is so important, and we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Thank you for rocking with us for another almost a whole year. But we getting there. We getting there.
2023 is here.
It's here. It's time.
It's now. No better time at the present, for real.
Hey, speaking of that, bro, you got any New Year's resolutions or any goals, anything like that you try to hit this year?
I stayed 10 steps ahead. I started my New Year's resolution last year. everybody waited till the first, and I'm like, nah, I already started last year.
That's right.
I've been just really focusing on just building discipline up is the biggest thing. I feel like if I build my discipline up, everything else would just follow. He just broke his phone. GoFundMe in the link. Help the homie get a new phone. Any donations appreciated. Thank you.
Yes, gratitude.
Nah, but it's like my biggest focus is just discipline. Because if you build discipline, everything else will follow. It's like your money will follow.
Oh yes.
Relationships will follow.
Yes.
Business will follow. Because like it's the foundation of everything. Being disciplined. When you're doing the things you don't want to do when you're doing a business. Messaging that person that you need a message, even though you don't want to because you're sleepy or whatever the situation is, you're disciplined enough to do it. Reading that book, going to the gym in the morning, eating healthy, staying away from soy foods. Patreon episode coming soon on that.
Yes, very much coming soon on that.
Even though as good as it tastes sometimes in certain foods, you just like stay away from it because you're disciplined.
Yeah. Well, everything good comes with a bad cost. So that's definitely something another way to look at it. It's funny you speaking about goals and everything. I'd say discipline is definitely key when you have goals, because how are you going to get this done if you have no willpower to go out and get it done? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I've realized lately with myself personally, I've been building a better discipline as well. And another thing that Various said that y'all should pay attention to, and definitely use this for next year, but also this year, don't wait to do your New Year's resolutions. Don't wait to get your goals done. Start them early. There's no clock. There's no time that says this is the right time or this is the wrong time. But also keep in mind as well, though, you're not getting any younger. So just make it happen. There's no time to waste. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do something next year, then you got to start 6 months ahead in last year. So let's just let that be known.
No, literally, like I was reading the post the other day. And it's true, dude. Your life could really change in like 6 months to a year.
Yeah,
like
seriously.
You just dedicate yourself for 6 months to a year. Your life could like do a whole 360, and like your trajectory of where you thought it was going from just simply just being disciplined and just staying on top of your goals could change within like a year. Dude.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like you could. I'm not saying you're gonna be wealthy in a year, which you possibly could too, but you could be a lot better off mentally, a lot better off physically, a lot better off financially, and spiritually, in every single way. You think you could be better off by just trying to be disciplined. And also too, this is for people out there that don't have people that are around their circle that hold you accountable. Make sure you got people around you that are going to hold you to a certain standard, because if not, you're always going to be like average.
Yeah.
And that's not bad. If you want to be average, it's cool, to each his own. But it's like, like you want to have those people around you that are like, if you have goals, you have things that you said you're going to do. And that's the reason why I would even recommend someone out there create a YouTube channel. Like just a random YouTube channel. Like, yo, talk about your life, talk about your goals, and now you documented it. And now if someone does watch it and then hold you accountable for it, down the line, obviously once you get more supporters and stuff like that, but definitely keep people around you that are hold you accountable. And if you feel like it bothers you that people hold you accountable, I would take a look within instead of trying to be bothered by the person that's telling you to do things.
Definitely, definitely. And it takes a big person to look within themselves and see exactly what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? And
Exactly.
I recommend this to everyone. Self-reflect, look at yourself, and look in the mirror. Ask yourself, what am I doing? What am I really doing? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like that'll show you how on track you are to hitting your goals, but also how on track you are with your own life and what you've got going on. Exactly. So it's definitely important to self-reflect. You know what I'm saying? It's key. It's especially when you're goal oriented or you have something that you're working towards. Like for us specifically, you know what I mean? Think about it. If we had for 1 week or even for a few months just slacked off or just stopped doing what we were doing and just decided, you know what, we don't want to do this anymore. Think about it. We wouldn't even be here.
That's the thing we did though.
Yeah.
We not so much we slacked off, more the fact that we took a step back for a second. But the thing is, we didn't take a step back and took a step back completely. We took a step back and we stepped it up.
Right.
And that's the thing people don't realize. It's okay to take a step back at times, but you also got to take a step. You got to take 10 steps forward if you're going to take 10 steps back, right? Because then you got to catch up to where you're at. And then eventually get to a point where you got to take 20 steps forward. And even if you take 10 steps back, even if you take 10 steps back, you're still 10 steps ahead because of the fact that you took those extra 10 steps in the, in the moment and stuff. But and now sometimes you gotta definitely self-reflect on things. You gotta really like see yourself in the mirror and be like, damn. Oh, actually, I thought about this earlier. I was tripping out. It was a very It was like one of those thoughts, and it was like one of those thoughts where I'm just like, okay, this actually is very, very interesting. I asked myself earlier, I'm like, would I make a clone of myself, and would that be a detriment to me, or would that be like fucking? I'm sorry for cussing. Would that be a blessing to me?
Right.
Like, you gotta look at yourself in the mirror and be like, could I clone myself and I'll be like 10 times more productive, or would I clone myself and be like 100 times less productive?
Right, exactly. That's a good question too. I would recommend that everybody in the audience to ask yourself that too as well.
Literally, like ask yourself, will you clone yourself? Like, will that change your life? Me personally, if I were to clone myself, dude, fuck, I'd be like, sheesh, I'd be going
Let's
crazy.
Just stick to one variance.
I'd be going crazy, bro. But it's like it's cool to know that if you were to clone yourself, it would be a blessing to you instead of because I know there's people that. I mean, I'm not saying there's people that would be like this, but I'm assuming there's people that will clone themselves and they'll probably just start fucking off like 10 times more.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like, what motivate,
Now you got someone else to mess off with, like fuck off with, like now we're both just fucking off and doing whatever the fuck we're doing and just wasting our time.
But see, what's important in that, and it's like how I was telling a buddy, shouts out Raw Refined Podcast. Y'all go check them out, Oh
yeah, shout out the boys. We're about to be on their podcast in a couple of weeks and stuff. We're just trying to get everything settled down with us. So we got a lot of things on our plate right now too. We got a bunch of music dropping.
Yes.
Bunch of We're about to run these podcasts again. We're about to get to the point where we're going to be doing 3 episodes, 4 episodes a week.
Yes, sir.
In due time.
Sir. Yes.
In due time.
But like I was saying, I was telling him he was a buddy from there was telling me that he was having success, but he was telling me that he was failing a lot, and it was kind of getting to him. And I was telling him, it's important. We have to remember that when we're chasing our goals and chasing our dreams and stuff, that failure is important. And not to necessarily use it as a crutch, but use it more as motivation, because you got to think about it this way too. Okay, so I just failed doing it this way. That doesn't mean quit, give up, stop doing it. That means you need to find a different way to reinvent the wheel.
Exactly.
It's like this week for me, things were a little slow, but it just showed me, okay, stick to your guns, stick to what you know, reinvent the wheel, and everything's going to be solid. Sure enough, I'm here solid. Everything's cool. You know what I mean? I don't have anything to worry about. But all because I didn't crumble under the pressure, you know what I mean, of my goals. I didn't let them topple me. I'm on top of them, rather.
Oh, hell yeah. Honestly, speaking about goals, too, because I've heard this, a bunch of people tell me this, and just a bunch of people talk about it. People say have realistic standards, realistic goals. But, I mean, I'm the very complete opposite of that. I'm like, dude, I think you should have unrealistic goals and unrealistic standards for yourself. And this is the thing, though. This is where it gets detrimental if you let it. If you have unrealistic goals and unrealistic standards and you happen to underachieve those goals or standards, you can't knock yourself down because if you can't knock yourself because of it, you can't get in your head and be like, damn, I didn't do it. I'm not holding myself to that standard. I'm crappy. I'm whatever self negative thought you could think of and stuff. You gotta just let it be like a thing where you just gotta take it to the chin. Like anything in life, I feel like you gotta take it to the chin. If you have goals, if you don't accomplish this or that, you messed up. However you did, you got people. This is the part that people don't realize will literally change your whole life in a second. Like if you just stop taking things so deeply and start taking it more as like, okay, it's a moment. Cause perfect example. There was this one day where I was having a bad day and whatever, and some guy at the gym, he's like, dude, remember, there's no bad days, there's only bad moments.
Right.
No bad days, only bad moments.
It's true.
So it's like literally everything's just a moment of life.
Yeah.
And just like goals, like there's gonna be a moment in your life where you accomplish your goal and you're super successful and this and that, but it's like you can let that moment take you over or you can let it take you under.
Right, exactly. It's about, I would say it's definitely key to not let your success really get to your head either. It's I forgot who it was. I think it was Currency, but shouts out Currency if this was you. If not, I'm sorry that
Whoever
I got it
said
wrong.
it.
But right, basically they were saying like your net worth is what you made that day. It's what you did that day. So you got to think about it. Let's say you went out, you made $100. Okay, $100 is your net worth. So now it's like somebody could ask you, oh, well, what do you have to show for your work or whatever? Only that $100. But say like you went out, you just made $100,000 today. Look at how you boosted your net worth. But on top of that, it's like you didn't let the failure crumble you. You actually turned that into diamonds. So
yeah, exactly.
It's really something to
digest.
Yeah, and stay on top of your goals. You know, don't let them, like I said, don't let them get the best of you because it's too easy to fail. But you know, there's not many winners. So
well, that's the thing. Yeah, that's where it goes back to the point is like people got to redefine the definition of winning for themselves.
Right.
Because like, I feel like even when I fail, I still win in a sense.
Yeah.
Like, because I might have failed or whatever, but now I know that much more of what to do in that situation, how to handle that situation. And I could approach things differently down the line if you were ever to get to that point. And that's the thing we were talking about the other day or like a couple weeks ago about the Gary Vee conversation about how you got to get used to losing, get used to failing.
Shouts out Gary Vee, by the way.
Shouts out Gary Vee for us because he's a very, very introspective, conversationalist type of person. It's cool. It helps you reflect on things, but people definitely aren't used to failing. And some people just dread the fact that they might fail at something, so they never even start it. Because I was that person at some point. Like I was that person who would never try to do things, social media stuff. Like I was never try to get on it because of the fact that I'm like, dude, what if I fail? What if people see me failing? What if people don't see me being instantly famous? And just a stupid thing that you say, you know? And now I got to the point like I don't even want to be famous anymore. Yeah. I just straight up just rather just put myself out there because of the fact that maybe it could reach someone out there that needs that conversation, that needs that song, that needs that, even that video editing. Like even if I could video edit for someone, and that makes their day or that makes their career 100 times better because I helped them with that. Like and it goes back to the thing is like the whole point of goals is to chase your purpose. Like once you find that purpose, I think the goals come along with it in a sense, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Because
it all correlates.
It starts to shift the way that you think about those goals. And I would say definitely in the audience, ask yourself, what do goals really mean to you? You know what I'm saying? Because that question really in its own will show you what you're working for, what you're working towards, you know what I'm saying, where you're at with it right now. And I'd say personally every day, any progress is better than no progress. I'd say just get up and go get it done. You know what I mean? Because that's personally how I've lived my life. I can't just sit and wait the whole time for something to happen. You know what I'm saying? As I was told by a buddy, you know, be the stimulus. Don't let things come to you. Because by the time it came to you, it's already too late. You know what I'm saying? Be ready so you don't have to get ready. You know?
That's the motto. Yeah. That's the motto. Yeah.
Straight up, though.
Stay ready. Always
facts.
Stay ready for real.
Yeah.
Everything in life. And it's like, it's 2023, y'all. Stop playing with yourself. Stop playing with your family. Stop playing with your legacy. Stop playing with the people that care about you. Like, really
make it happen.
Get your head out your behind and just really just step up to the plate. Because it's like, no one's going to push you. That's the thing people don't realize. People expect that push. People want that motivation. People want this and that. But it's like, no one's gonna push you as hard as you push yourself.
Yeah, exactly. But on top of that, bro, it's like the world helps those that help themselves.
Exactly.
Like if I see you applying yourself, or I see you putting in all this monstrous work, then yeah, I'm gonna do what I can to help you.
Exactly.
Even if you're not, I'll still do what I can to help you.
Exactly.
But it's the principle of like, do you believe in yourself enough? Do you believe in yourself enough to reach your own goals? You know what I mean? And that's key. That's something I ask myself every day, and I answer myself with the same response. You know, if I didn't, would I even be looking in this mirror right now? Because that's what it comes down to.
Exactly.
You know, like my mom says, shout out mom, I love you.
Shout out to moms. Hey, you guys ever need any chocolate cake? Hit up T's mom. I'm telling you, bro.
Anything, bro. I'm telling you. She will get it done, and she will whip it up.
Ribs too.
Deliciously.
Amazing. He can't eat them because he's vegan, so I had to.
I can't eat them, but very.
Hey. I'm sorry for him because they were good.
It's okay, mom. You know, I've had 20 years of them, so gratefully, you know, I was blessed. But you know, it's like how she says, bro, nothing beats a failure but a try. Exactly. All you got to do is just get up and, you know, get to it. At least try it.
Exactly.
Like how you said, with the social media thing, if you don't put yourself out there, then someone else is going to beat you to the punch, and they'll put themselves out there and be saying your message. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But that could have been you.
Exactly.
I don't know. That's how I look at it,
and
too.
this is for another conversation for another day, but I'm going to just leave this here and we'll end off with this.
We're going to leave it here.
I don't believe in that whole crap of people saying, I'm not in competition with nobody. I'm only in competition with myself. I don't believe in that crap, dude.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a good conversation.
I genuinely don't believe. I think it's healthy to have. I mean, as far as humans, I think they thrive for competition. Men more because of the fact that we're just like that. We're very tribal, very dominant type of creatures and stuff. But in general, though, I think competition is healthy. So you should be competing with someone that's doing the same thing you're doing. Because not in a sense where you're like trying to bring them down or trying to talk down on them, but it's like
motivation.
Dude, if they're doing it, why can't you do it? And if they're doing it like that, why can't you do it 100 times better? And not because of the fact that you're trying to be better than them, but because of the fact that you could.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like at the end of the day, you don't have to tell them you're at competition with them. And your head, it could just be like a motivating factor for you to just be like, yo, this person doing this, I'm going to do this 100 times better. I'm going to do this 10 times more. I'm going to do what they're doing with this many people by myself.
Exactly.
Competition. Like,
every day.
Compete with everybody. Compete with everybody. Compete with yourself. Even people that are below you, and not in a negative sense, but just like in the sense where like, all right, you know where you don't need to get to,
right?
And you also know where you got to get to and what you got to surpass.
Exactly.
It's a conversation for another day, though.
Very much another day.
It's your boy Various.
It's Money. Shouts out for y'all checking us out.
You know what I'm saying? Variety.
You're sick.
Check out Right Path music video coming out like in 2-3 weeks or so.
Yes, but it's already on YouTube, so y'all go ahead and check it out.
The single's on YouTube.
We'll put the link in the description and all that for y'all.
Working on the video right now.
Working on the
deadline, and 2023 is our year. I'm telling y'all, we're about to be throwing shows. So in a couple months, be ready for them flyers and them due dates and them tickets, you know, because it might be free. It might be free shows.
We'll see what we can do.
We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we do.
See what we can do.
NtS T.V.
Yes.
Appreciate y'all watching.
Yes.
We on the way.
Yes. Y'all have a blessed one. Be safe. Happy New Year. Let's get this New Year started off right. Peace.
Trying to take the right path, yeah, I'm looking for the recipe. I don't fear, so I never let him get the best of me. I've been going too fast, yeah, I'm trying to take it steadily. NtS, we coming, so you gotta feel the energy. Trying to take the right path, yeah, I'm looking for the recipe. I don't fear, so I never let him get the best of me.